What's up, guys? I am back to film a tutorial for you. It's kind of like a routine tutorial. So I'm going to be showing you guys what I do in terms of a full face glam, not really full face, but a foundation routine for winter time. So my skin gets like dry combination, so it's extremely dry. Not only because of the weather, but it's also due to like lack of hydration, me being at the hospital all the time. And y'all know what that's about if you've watched my previous videos. I just get really dry around my chin area, in the middle of my forehead, and just in some other areas around my face. So I like to look really glowy, make sure I'm hydrated, and I've been using a lot of products that I normally wouldn't use, especially in the summertime. My summer routine is going to be completely different, so I will be posting an updated foundation routine in the summertime. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how to achieve this glowy full face glam foundation routine for wintertime if you have that dry or dry combination type skin. I hope you guys enjoy. Please give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Share it with your friends and hit me up on Twitter if you liked it or if you watched it. If you do recreate it, definitely let me know if any of these techniques work on you. Hit me up on Instagram or Twitter. And I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And to all my new subscribers, welcome to my channel. To all of you who are returning, I love you all so much. And thank you for tuning in again. Go ahead and stay tuned to glow up. Alright, guys. Okay, so I've already done my eyes, and I am going to be moisturizing first, mainly because my skin is super dry combination in the winter time. So I get extremely dry around here and sometimes around my nose, sometimes even in the center here, but I also get really oily at the same time. So I'm gonna go in with my farsali oil to do that with, and honestly this was such an impulse buy. I don't really use it that often, so wouldn't recommend it, to be honest, unless your skin is super dry and you want like a good quality oil. Usually during this step I like to put a little bit on my lips to moisturize and let that sit. So I don't know if you guys can hear this banging in the background. It's so windy outside, and this room that I film in is connected to the garage door. So it just kind of like, the wind is just pushing it and it's just going crazy. So I apologize for the background noise. Alright, so next step, I'm gonna go in with my Pep Star. As usual, you guys see this in my videos a lot recently. And I just rub that all over my face. Of course, when you're touching your face, make sure your hands are clean. Depending on the day, I either go in with my Giorgio Armani or my Makeup Forever. Recently, I've been loving the Makeup Forever. I usually keep the Giorgio Armani for like super special occasions. But I normally take about 2 to 3 pumps of this. Alright, so I'm just gonna dab this all over my face first. My chin and my forehead are my problem areas right now. My chin is very sensitive right now, don't know what's going on. Down my neck, and then any extra. And I'm gonna take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Beauty Blender and just blend that in. So when I'm doing full coverage, I like to go in with my Nars Concealer. And this shade is in Ginger. This is the one that I use to mainly cover up blemishes before I go in with cream contour and highlight. So I normally just go over my problem areas. I have a lot of blemishes right now, like it's ridiculous. I like to take just a little bit under my eyes before, just as like a base for the highlight. This is just personal preference, guys. And I have some right here. Okay, so I'm just gonna blend that in. Okay, now for my new favorite product. This is the Iconic London Cream Contour Palette. So I'm gonna go in with, ooh, I don't wanna blind you guys. Hey, what's up? I'm gonna go in with this middle shade as my highlight, and I like to take it on a flat foundation brush. And I'm just gonna go in super close to my eye and make that usual triangle. So what I've been doing now for contour is I'm just bringing it in like that. I know it looks weird, but this brush literally just does the work for me. It's amazing. So I'll go in like that, and that'll kind of like make my nose look a little bit more narrow before I start to contour. Then in the center, I take the edge. That's the reason why I like this so much, is because I can get really thin down the center. And then just in these areas, I like to put a little bit around the areas where my smile lines are. So I look like a crazy person. So what I'm gonna do is actually blend this out first and then do my contour. I don't like to do it all at once. It just stresses me out. So I'm gonna take my beauty blender and just blend this out again. All right, so here we go. I'm just gonna wipe this guy off and then go in with the contour shade, which is gonna be the middle one for me right now. And you guys couldn't even see that. So I'm just gonna take that, and I like to kind of like really dig in there because it warms up the product really easily, makes it super easy to blend. So I'm just gonna create my contour lines. So I've been doing this little chin thing where I'll go on like the side of my chin and make this triangle. I don't know if you guys saw that one video where I did the full like face. And then drag the contour out, and this makes your chin look smaller. Underneath my lip, and now I'm gonna do my nose. So I like kind of use the guideline of my eyebrow. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but the tip of my eyebrow kind of shows me like, hey, drag me out. So I go in like that. I don't know if that makes sense. And then that shows me like, oh, I can make my nose look this thin. So does that make sense? I don't know. Recently I've been kind of putting a little bit in the center, and then I actually like drag it out to the sides. So to blend out my contour, I hate using a beauty blender. Like, I hate it. So I use the MAC 130 brush and I just blend that in. My forehead is naturally darker than the rest of my face, which is why I use a lot of bronzer and contour on it just to even it out, because otherwise I'll just look like a pale ghost. And then usually when I have like blotchy spots like this, I'll just go in with my beauty blender and just kind of go over it. And it's totally smooths it out. It's awesome. Alright, so at this point I'm gonna set my makeup. So what I like to do is I take the Laura Mercier powder and I kind of just like beat it up and abuse it, and that kind of like loosens the powder up. And then I have this beautiful array of powder. Kind of gives me a little on the lid, and I just use whatever's on the lid and I'll set my face with it. So obviously I go in under the eyes and drag in my powder to make my nose look skinny. Sometimes I need to blend out the eyebrow part, but it's okay. We're not perfect. The reason why I don't like to bake is because it over dries my skin. Baking in the summer, however, is a different story. I usually bake in the summer because my skin gets, like, it becomes the total opposite, and it gets extremely oily. So I'll normally bake in the summertime, but never in the wintertime. It like accentuates everything that I don't want accentuated, and I'm not about that life. So I'm just setting this area, All right, foundation and highlight is set. So we are going to set our contour now. Come Through Hoola is my favorite right now. I've been using it with a 116 from MAC, so just a smaller powder brush, and I very lightly go over that contour because it's already contoured, girl. And then I mostly concentrate this just on the hairline. So I don't like go all the way in like I did when I blended it. I just concentrate on the hairline. I use this guy. My boyfriend's mom actually bought this for me for Christmas as a stocking stuffer, and it's like one of my favorite brushes because it's just flat. What I'll do with this one is I set my nose contour with this one. So I'll just go in and go boop, boop, and you'll see product on the sides. I tap it off and I literally press down to perfectly parallel lines. At this point, I'll like take whatever's extra and just set that one line in the center and kind of go underneath the nose, and that'll make me look like I have a cute little button nose. Drag it upwards, and then at this point, I'm gonna use my trusty fingers and blend this out. Beautiful, beautiful. Is that easy? I feel like I always have to have blush on. So I'm using my Fun Ending Blush by MAC. I really like softer blushes now. I used to be like blush queen up in here. My cheeks looked like they were sunburned all the time. But I just like a little bit of color. Okay, and then, oh, this was an angled MAC brush, by the way, the 168. This has been my OG for a long time. You already know we're about to highlight, girl. Ah! I posted a photo of this with my story as to how I got my hands on it, which I thought was really funny. I just went so green. What the hell just happened? Okay, we're good. So this is the Nicole Guerriero Anastasia Glow Kit. So what am I gonna use today? I'm obsessed with Forever Young, okay? So I think I'm gonna use that one today. And I just used this Morphe 509 brush. Hold up, girl. Oh, I'm crying. This is so beautiful. Yes. Other side, honey. Other side. This is literally perfect. So for people who want to know how I get my skin to look so dewy, this is the trick. You take highlighter and you literally just pack it on in the high points of your face. So when this happens and I'm like, whoa, that's a little too much, I just take a powder brush and I go over it and it softens it up a little bit. And what I've been doing is kind of putting some on the top of my eyebrow area. And then for my nose, I've been taking a tiny, tiny little brush like this. This is a MAC 239. I'm so bad with MAC brushes now. And I'll go in with the highlight and I take it just on the tip of the brush and I'll make a little exclamation point at the very highest point of your nose. That banging is driving me nuts, and I'm sure it's driving you nuts too, so I really apologize. So I'm gonna take a little bit more and I go down the center of my nose. But I don't connect the two. This is a trick I learned from Nicole Guerriero. Thank you so much. I'm just going to add a little bit under my brows because why not? Alright guys, so that was it for this tutorial. I'm finito with my makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to subscribe. If you're new to this channel, welcome to my channel. And go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you like this. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below requesting new videos because I just want to put out what you guys want to see. as usual. Again, my social media is linked in the description box. The names of the products will be listed down below, and I will also list the brushes that I use just in case you guys want to check that out as well. So until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye!